Okay, Coach, so normally thoughts turn to basketball this time of year in the Hoosier State, but not so this year. The NFL playoffs have come to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Indianapolis Colts. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And going deep for Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 54 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. Time to end it. Come on. Here we go, D. Check 26. Check 26. Check. Let's go.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. 23 yards the pickup there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Love. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Talking about. Check. You're out. Head up. Ready.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. Dixon complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
Shoot 61. Matchbox, right. He's checking crack.
Dixon running from the shotgun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Love. Ebron's got it.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the 2nd time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Jackson will throw again. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Check, crunch, crunch. Under 10, under 10. Watch it. Check now.
They'll try and run for it. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
First down, Kansas City.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Right back to him on first down. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On second down, it's Holmes trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Here we go. Here we go. Pittsburgh. Number 53. Line 53. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day offense.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 13. Check 13.
They run with Hines. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Love flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, coach. Break it down.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Silver.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. A gain there of 21 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
On first down, Holmes. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Hey, watch it. Switch. Check. Lucky.
On second down now, it's Holmes. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Jackson, a bullet throw, but incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, well, those fastballs, it ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep.
It's caught inside the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Hines. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 3rd down, Hines, and he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like 2 well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
Ready. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. General, Max, Delta.
On 1st down, Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Off play action. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Go, go. 44. Yep. 44 is the mic. Exit, exit. Yep.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love under pressure again, and down he goes again. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Switch up, switch up. Bang, 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 bang.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 47 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Watch the whip.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Watkins, the intended receiver, and now it's third down. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his man. That's Hardman. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Switch it, switch it, switch it, come on, switch it.
On second down, it's Holmes. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it, and I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Back to throw. Love. Completes it to Dixon. Give him 8 on the play, and they'll be faced with a third and inches. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Throwing on first down. Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Looking to throw. Love. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Kill, kill, kill. Drop. 44. Let's go.
On fourth down, Love. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. 2nd and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be solid. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, 45 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, switch gears. Hatchet. Shift, watch the shift.
They'll try the left side. Holmes. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Go.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Holmes. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves them with 14 yards still to go on third down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on here to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will be out of bounds here with zeros on the clock as this ball game is over. This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go back, some teams wrote them earlier in the season about their goal of getting to the Super Bowl. This one, they're going to be able to break it out now because their goal was to get there, and they achieved it. How about that? That's pretty fantastic.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon.